December the 9th, 2024, Quartzsite, Arizona, near Palomas Campground on the highway that goes to Bouse, or B-O-U-S-E. And we get out here, you kind of wind in through the desert mountains. Again, this is about it's 3:22 p.m., temperature 71 degrees. This is a Monday. And yeah, this is a pretty drive here. There's a little town down here. I don't know how much farther it is. Probably farther than this video will go. But yeah, so far so good with the boondocking. I did order some, I may have mentioned it in another video, but I ordered some portable solar, you know, the kind that you fold out, you know. Yeah, I got the good ones, you know, they're aluminum, you know, they're not the Chinese stuff that blow away in the wind, even though this thing may be made in China. It's a Renogy, R-E-N-O-G-Y. Their customer service is not that highly rated, but hopefully I won't need it, you know. But yeah, this seems to be a nice drive as far as boondocking sites out in here. I'm not sure about that. There are many hundreds of camping sites back behind me. But yeah, I'm just cruising to have something to do on a Monday afternoon and wait patiently for my portable solar from Renogy. Well, actually, Amazon. It was like $285 for 200 watts of portable. It comes with I think a 20 amp controller and yeah, all the stuff you need to just hook it up, the battery cables and everything, you know. And so yeah, this is pretty here. You know, I'm not sure if you can just pull out here and park. I don't know about that. But there is a little town straight ahead. I see some buildings, and yeah, I didn't know this was here. They tell me there's a site near this little town where General Patton was in charge of a secret project during World War II. And what the secret project was, now that the secret's out, was they developed a super powerful light beam that they put on tanks, and what it would do whenever the enemy infantry soldiers came out or whatever they did, then they would fire on them with this, or not fire on them, but hit them with that super bright light and blind them temporarily and take advantage of that temporary blindness. Apparently it didn't work very well. I never heard of it being used. And then what else is nearby up here? I don't know, man. I don't know. I did get a couple of estimates for a rooftop solar, you know, 400 watts, two 200 watt panels, and one was like $1,900 and one was $2,300. Basically using the same, well, it had the same, is it called an inverter? I'm not sure what it's called, but whatever it is that goes with the solar, they were using the same ones. The panels were different. And yeah, I'm just cruising along. It's a beautiful drive. I mean, not much, there's one car behind me, naturally, and but yeah, there is a town up there. I don't know what the population is. They say it's got a grocery store and all kinds of stuff. So we're just cruising here, guys, and we just got started, so we may make it to the town. Or I'll do a video when I get there. There are campers out here. I see some trailers and stuff off on the right-hand side. They tell me there's a campground right in this little town, and yeah, you know, you get to moving around out here and you see all kinds of stuff. This is really a great place to camp here. If there was any kind of cell signal, which I can't check right now because I'm using the phone, but I'll check it on the way back, because these are some great sites for boondocking, because you're far enough away from the thundering herd behind me, because there's hundreds of campers back behind us that don't want to come this far out for a variety of reasons. And but me, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't need to run into Quartzsite every 10 minutes for anything. Yeah, I could pull off and fill up my water tank and come over here and be good for 14 days. Yeah, there is a place in Quartzsite, which I found this morning, that has, drinking water. You buy it by the gallon, by the gallon, and then they have water for your freshwater tank, and they also have propane, and they have a dump station all in one spot. And their propane is like $3.09 a gallon, which is 50 cents cheaper than Welton, Arizona. And whenever you're out here boondocking, using a refrigerator on propane and using a propane heater inside your RV, you're going to use some propane. I figure I would probably use a full tank every 6 weeks at the rate I'm going. Yeah, you see this vehicle up here, I think they call them off-road vehicles or whatever. And again, it's different strokes for different folks. But those things are fairly loud, and there's a lot of them. And, some people, use common sense and others don't, of course. There's always a few that abuse the privilege. But, you're supposed to slow down when you pass a camper's area so that you don't cover them with dust. Well, I got to tell you, some of these guys forgot that rule. And that's why I look for campsites where they can't race by. Or if they do, they go off a cliff. But all in all, it's been an interesting few days here, and got a lot done, made a few changes, and you have to adapt, of course, to the new way of life, the lifestyle, because you do have to remember to go get fresh water and check your propane, check the energy level. And right now, of course, this is before I've received the portable solar. I've just been using the generator right now about an hour to an hour and a half a day, and so far we're staying even, And there's different feelings about how to measure, when the battery's at 50% or 80. Because I was talking to a guy at the solar place, and I asked him, I said, well, my battery's at 13.1. Is that about 50 or 60%? He said, no. He said, that's probably 80. And I thought, well, hell, maybe I don't need solar at all, But I compromised because I really don't want to run the generator unless I just have to, and that would be nice. And the portable stuff weighs about 40 pounds, and that's light enough for me to lift and put inside the side storage daily, because you wouldn't want to leave it out, particularly way out here, because there are people that actually make a living by stealing what people leave out here, because there's so many campers here that you could ride around in a pickup in the dead of the night with some buddies, and you could probably do pretty good, and I'm sure they do. And then it's not that far if they're from Mexico back to the border and home. Yeah, I'm just cruising. We'll let this thing go till we get to this town, so I don't have to start another one. But yeah, I'm cruising at about 42 miles an hour, so there shouldn't be too much road noise. Probably is a little. Seems to be, for some reason, where the camera is located. It's in an area where the sound or where it picks up road noise. But Quartzsite, they tell me, gets really busy in January because of the, quote, big tent event. And it's not that busy now. Well, you notice it when you go into the town of Quartzsite. It depends on what time. If you're there before 10 a.m. in the morning, you probably wouldn't notice it at all. If you're there at midday and afternoons, there's a lot of people out and about, because they've got all kind of little shops and places to have a few beers and all kind of stuff. And but there's all these places on the left and the right those are campsites, okay? If they have if they have a reasonable signal out here, I'd camp here in a heartbeat. It's not bad. I'm surprised that even though there's not very much traffic on this road going to BOUSE, there is some. I think of something unimportant to say, I'll spring it out here. Yeah, they got me. Something hit me right now. I was talking to one of the guys at the solar places. Boy, he got me really confused on batteries, man. Because first of all, first thing he said, asked me what kind of battery I had, and I showed him what I'd ordered from Amazon, whatever. I can't remember the name of it now. But those are crap, you know. And really, you know, thank you for don't sugarcoat it, you know. And but the guy at the other place, the first place I went to, I told him what kind of battery I had. And he said, "Yeah, those seem to be pretty good battery." So you see how you get to, you know, things like that. You don't know which way to jump, and they got you because see, he said the best battery that he would recommend for you know, an RV setup like I'm planning. The battery was $1,500. You know, it was 130 amp. You know, he said, "Oh, these are great. They got all kind of stuff, and you can do this with an app on the phone." Hell, I don't care about all that crap. You know, just, you know, hell, I can read it with a meter if I have to. You know, I wanted to keep it simple. He came up with a controller that he was telling me how, you know, did all this. That's what I was trying to think of earlier, the word controller. Yeah, and but yeah, it can get you confused. You know? So I think what you have to do, you just do what you do, and if it doesn't work, you eat it. You know, because you may go spend a lot of money and end up eating it anyway. Because if you're not here during the season, or you don't have a problem here during the season, and you go somewhere north or east or whatever in the fall, or excuse me, summer, then they're not going to give you any service. They're out of it. They close up, man. You know, they close up in April or whatever it is, and they don't open back up till end of September. We're doing pretty good on coming up with stuff. Cattle guard right up here. Bicycles cross with caution. Yeah, that little town's not too far now. Yeah, it looks like a pretty big little community. Pretty big little community. Does that make any sense at all? People say it all the time. That's a pretty big little town. Yo, 17-mile marker right there, 3:34 p.m. By the time I get there and fool around, I might have to have me a beer over here. Beer 30 starts at 4, and I didn't bring anything, and I'll go into withdrawal. That car behind me has had every opportunity in the world to pass, and has just parked right on my bumper. And they got their headlights on bright. I thought I'd throw that in for flavor. One of the solar guys told me out here, where we are right now, he said, you know, not many people come here, but he said it's probably the best place to camp in the whole area. I think, I don't know. I hate to say that because I may come here and I'd like to keep it just like it is. Yeah, at nights it's really quiet. The stars are out. You know, I don't sit out much at night. Every now and then I will. You know, and but not often. Here's a paved road to the right. That's called Joshua Road, a paved road. How about that? Maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. Speed limit's 45. I'm going 42. You know, when they get their rains out here, which they don't get very often, it obviously floods like crazy because you see signs at every low crossing that says, "Do not enter when flooded," or whatever, water's in the road or something. Well, it's the same way in Big Bend. I lived out there a couple of years, and it hardly rained ever. I think the annual rainfall was 9 inches a year, but when it came in buckets, you know, and you'd be amazed. Those highways that are hardly ever even damp with water will be under a foot or two of water just rushing across the highway. Well, there's a big B on a mountaintop over there, so that's where we want to go. It's Bouse, I think. It says County Refuse Transfer Station. Now here's an R, it looks like an R. Oh, this is the county park. That's actually free camping there. Yeah, and people take those spots, but it gets a little crowded, they tell me. Yeah, that's a county park. Yeah, B-O-U-S-E, Boosh or something. Yeah, it does get crowded. There's no hookups of any kind, I was told. And I don't see any, so I guess whoever told me that was telling me the truth. You know, when you're traveling in an area where you're just totally unfamiliar, it's so easy to get information that's not really reliable. But the information I got today from some people that are in business seems to be good. How long have we been going here? 16 minutes? That's not too bad. We got about another 2 or 3 to be in town. This is an interesting town. I mean, you got these big, I call them salt cedars, you know, the big bushy ones. They make a good shade and a good windbreak, but every tree around them will die because they suck up all the water. Same way with cedar, juniper. All right, guys, here we are in the big city of B-O-U-S-E, I think. Boosh Clinic. They got a clinic here. That's interesting. Got a library. See that? So we're learning something today. And this place here is packed on the left. What is this? That's the Boosh Booster Club. So they must be boosting something today. They probably got beer in there. You know what I mean? That's probably the local hangout. You know? Okay, now here's a main road here. I want to find out if they've got a little grocery store or anything. We got a swap meet coming up. Camp Boosh breakfast. We got dance, bingo, yard sales. Parker's 26 miles away. Boy, can you believe there's that much traffic on this road right in front of us? I don't think I want to go that way then. You want to change your mind? I would love to know where the local grocery store is. Let's go down here. This looks like kind of part of town down here. Yeah, it says Boosh Community Park. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the free camping stuff. Let's go down this street. If I see anybody, I'll ask them for the grocery store. There should be. It's a pretty big place. I mean, there's a lot of houses. I don't know. I didn't ask, or I can't ask what the population is because I didn't bring my other phone. This place is hot in the summer. My. Well, let's go up here and get on this race. Well, there's another campground across railroad tracks there. I don't know that I'd want to camp right by the railroad tracks out here. They get a lot of trains, a lot. Okay, what's that thing now? That's the post office. So we're getting warm, guys. We're getting warm. What's this here? Boosh Community Park. Here's a cafe, one of them cafes. There's another RV park. There's a gas station. Let's go over to the gas station and see what they got. Oh, this is the market. You lucky dog, Rusty. This is the gas station market. $3.49 a gallon for regular unleaded and $3.99 for propane. So quite a bit higher than quartzite. I'm gonna park out here, I guess. Why am I gonna park out here? Well, ain't no other place to park. Let me move over here. Deli, snacks, beer, and all kinds of stuff. Well, anyway, guys, I'll end the video here now that we know where the Roadrunner Market is, number 2. They got a number 1 somewhere, apparently. And enjoy your life, enjoy your day, and now you know where BOUSE is in Arizona. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Stand guard of your mind, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk. Enjoy your life the best way you can. Make it an adventure however you can. Bye-bye.